Hello, it is day 3 of my loose skin removal surgery. This is the post-recovery day 3. I will say that today versus a lot of the other days has been better. The second day was probably the worst. It was a lot to do with, of course, the major work that I've had done, but also my medication rotation was not the best. So when we picked up our medication, the nurse and pharmacist had given us instructions that you take the Oxy 5 milligrams every 6 hours, and then Tylenol and Rabavilin, I don't know the third one, every 8 hours. Well, there was a stretch of 4 to 5 hours where there was no medication, and so that's where the pain really settled in, and it was making it pretty difficult to sit straight, to sit comfortably, to fall asleep, to get rest, to recover. It just made it really, really tough. This is live, so you're gonna see me try to get my walker, which I need, because it's a little tough to stand for a long period of time. There we go. So I essentially have 10 pounds of skin removed, and this is day 3. So the medication rotation, definitely get the questions answered before the surgery of what medication you're going to be getting and how often to be optimal for pain relief. The fact that we got that instruction and we had those large gaps of no medication made it more difficult for the recovery. And so the surgeon recommended that I should be taking something every 2 hours, and that at some point I would have a little bit of a stretch, but nothing as much as what I initially had been doing with the medication. So now I've got a rotation of about every 2 to 3 hours, I've got something for pain relief. And it's made a load of a difference, a very large difference to where I have a better outlook, and mentally it's not as taxing, this recovery process. It is still taxing, the fact that I've still got this, the fact that I've got little points of stretch itches, which I heard is a good thing. But I'm very swollen. I'll kind of show you, I'm very swollen around here where they did liposuction. I've got heavy bruising. If I touch any of this area, it really hurts. And then I still have my 2 drains. These have been slowly going down as days have gone on, and it's been less red and more yellow, which I heard is a good thing. The big thing that we're looking out for, and if you're having loose skin surgery, or surgery in general, I think this could be helpful, is if you have drains, you want to look out for anything that is either green or yellow that has a smell, a funky smell to it, that may be a sign of infection. So we've been really looking for that. So far so good, no unique smell. Yellow is a good thing, and it moves eventually to clear. What my doctor has written on a paper is when the drains get to 30 milliliters, I think it is, and less 2 days in a row, the drains can come out. So I have a meeting with my surgeon on Monday, and so we'll see if they're low enough consistently. The air compression boots have worked. I need to put those on a little bit more, but I've been really going towards my compression socks, and I've been trying to get up and walk as much as I can. Really grateful for the treadmill that I've got in the garage. That's allowed me just to stay within my own house and go a longer distance. And the treadmill that I have actually goes down to 0.5, so just a very slow walk. It's also got the downhill feature, which is cool, so I can go downhill and make it a little bit easier if I need to. So as far as the look and feel, I haven't taken this binder off all but once just to get it strapped. I've got that shadow feeling that as soon as I open it, everything's going to open up. And so I still have that fear. Obviously, I haven't had my chest done, and this is a little bit, even after washing it, a little bit of the markings of where she would likely be doing the chest removal, excess skin, whenever I'm able to do that. If you didn't know already, I do have a GoFundMe for my loose skin. I've been able to raise enough to get my abdominal area taken care of. I'm still raising funds for the chest area and hoping by the time this heals, I'll be able to reach that goal and get that done. But overall, I've really enjoyed having the button-ups because they've been something that I can put on up top, and then down below it kind of covers. Kind of see I'm still at a slouch, and I'm going to be at a slouch for quite some time just because that stretching feeling. My surgeon actually said that she had performed a tummy tuck on someone. This was right before the surgery, so probably not the best time of putting in a little fear of something happening, but she said that someone had a tummy tuck, and 3 weeks in, they were reaching for a ceiling fan, and their wound opened up. And so I will be crouching like this for as long as I need to, maybe even a couple days, to give my body the time to stretch. I did look up, and I've done a lot of research of if my skin's so tight, will it ever stretch? It will. The body will adapt. It just needs to go through that initial healing, transitionary, inflammation, swollen. It needs to go through that whole transformation process. It doesn't really connect yet so far between what this looks like, where I am, and where I was. I always remember tucking my arms underneath my skin, and because I'm not all the way without this binder, I don't feel the difference. I don't feel the 10 pounds gone. It just, a couple of folks have asked me on Instagram, do you feel lighter? I guess because I'm still in that zone of like recovery, slouching, I'm in pain, I get pinches, it itches, sometimes I'm not sitting right and there's pressure, and I'm like, is that pressuring against the glue? Where's the stitches? How strong are they? I just haven't even had a moment to really mentally convey, or am I lighter? They did say 10 pounds of skin, but just as an encouragement for day 3, this is one of the better days, and day 3 is usually what I've heard be the better day, because you're now into the 3rd day. You've gone through the day 1, the shock. Day 2 is kind of like, this is the agony, and day 3 typically gets better, but I've heard the first week can be tough, and it's a support thing to make it easier. You got to have someone that's around you to support. My wife has been the MVP, the rock star in all this. We've got 2 kids under 4 years old, and she's working through all the needs that our kids have while being there for me in the midst of this. I'm almost needy as a toddler right now with everything that I need to do. Neck pillow, something to consider. If you're thinking about surgery, get a neck pillow so you can sleep easier. Stool softener and a toilet riser are 2 real big ones, especially for using the restroom. The medication can have an impact on you going number 2. And I think it was probably 2.5 days. I just went today, so it's been since surgery, since Monday. Well, Monday at 5 a.m. until Thursday at 12 p.m. There was no bowel movement. And so that's where a little bit of a shock, but it's the medication. It stops that from happening. So get a stool softener for sure. I'm sure I'll have more to mention in day 4, day 5 in the continued videos. But as of right now, this is where we are, day number 3. I haven't released the binder yet, but when I start feeling more comfortable, I'll be sharing kind of what the look of it is. I'll probably have a video or a picture at my week 1 appointment. I'm gonna have my wife come with me, and when the surgeon takes this off, I'm gonna have her kind of give a look of what that looks like, and a better look at kind of what the before and after is. So we are day 3, feeling better, still having to, we're still in the middle of it. It's only day 3. I wish it was week 3, so that way I could feel like I don't have to have this bandage off and I can move, but I'm still feeling the pinching, and they say it takes about 1 to 2 weeks for the healing and for the actual wound to close. And so because it's gonna take that long, I just can't wait for week 3. And then we still gotta wait till week 6 before we can lift anything heavier than 5 pounds. So And then that might be the time that this chest surgery gets approved, and I go right back into this all over again. So we are, we're in the beginning of it, but we're going to look back at this video at a later time and be grateful that we